Tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
All right. See, yesterday for the warm-up, we did the Phantom, right? We bombed Hobos, Mavericks, and Mark 83s, I believe. But except I put the wrong rack on the Phantom because I'm an idiot. I rippled them and I didn't put a ripple rack on the center line, but that's all right. So today, let's do our warm-up in the Phantom again, except let's go air-to-air. Especially with the Phantom, because the HOTAS controls the combination of switches to utilize air-to-air in the Phantom is a little weird. And hopefully the patch doesn't break anything. You always gotta cross your fingers with DCS patches. Maybe they fixed some things, maybe they broke more things. You just never can tell. But usually servers have a little bit of trouble for a bit right after a patch because of all the third-party scripting running in the background on servers. To set up a server in DCS, you have to do a lot of your own programming in the back end to actually do stuff with it, because there's not a lot of the stuff like CTLD and Zone Commander and all that stuff are built into the system. You have to put them in there yourself. So every time they patch, it tends to break a lot of stuff. Where is I need a Phantom Hot at Maytop. There we go. Actually, I think that's the wrong one. Nope, we're on the ground. That'll work. Give everything a second to load. Look how much slower it loads after a patch too. That's weird. I haven't even looked at the patch notes either. I should have done that. I didn't know they had patched today. That's why I'm a little late. Talking to my daughter, and then I got ready to start the stream a little late already, and I noticed I had I don't know, 120 gig or whatever patch, and I'm like, oops, I better do that real quick. Alright, what do we have on here? Oh, we're already set for air-to-air. Well, that'll work. We're good to go. Get our HO test set. Radios, IFF, good. Everything else looks good. QFE 2988, nope, that's not good. 2988. Standby ADI, good. Missiles in standby. We'll go down here to B. Alright, we should be good.
Alright, buddy, let's do it.
We'll just throw up a 2-ship for warm-up. I'm not very proficient with air-to-air in the Phantom at the moment.
Is this flight gonna be treetop? Okay.
Hopefully not. Man, this thing just goes. I've been idle the whole time. You goose it to get it rolling from a dead stop because it's so heavy, but once you're moving forward, you just go idle, and it'll just, your idle will just keep accelerating forward. You'll have to tap the brakes every now and then. Kind of like the Tomcat, it just goes. Speed demons. Which is funny because they're both fast and they're both just gigantic and heavy. But I like the flight model on the Tomcat better. I can do more with it. It generates so much lift. A lot more maneuverable than it looks, too. Phantom, on the other hand, it goes in straight lines pretty good. You can turn with it quite successfully, but it'll bleed a lot. Which that's a Delta Wing thing. I mean, they all do it. I'm just not very good with them. Alright, well, let's get our enemy patrol up. Alright, running up the engine. There's 80. Everything's good. Here we go.
Engine's good. Airspeed's coming alive. 80 knots. 100 knots. Gears moving. Gear up. I see a new bogey. Right 20 degrees, 43 miles, 800 feet. Flaps up. That's a negative on the IFF.
There's our AWACS. High in the sky.
Alright, returning to standard scan.
Alright, we cruising.
Roger.
Overlord 1-1, Uzi 2, request bogey dope. Uzi 2, Overlord 1-1, Rob 051, 450.
That's not what we're looking for. Looking for a combat air patrol that should be up around 20-something thousand feet.
That's a new bogey, alright. Left 5, 38 miles, 27,000.
That's okay, so my radar.
Wilco.
There we go, my radar operator found him before the
Not giving me
AWACS.
an IFF response that's abandoned.
Oh, there we go, now the AWACS season.
Got a contact.
We got him.
Right 5, 35 miles, 24,500.
We'll select Sparrow. No, we won't select Sparrows because I forgot to turn the missiles on.
Not getting an IFF response on that one. That's a bad
So we're not going to lock him yet because that'll let him know where we are. I got to wait a second because I forgot to turn my missiles on. They were in standby though, so it shouldn't take long for them to warm up. Down here in our stores, these will light up with radar for our Sparrows. Because we're going to attack the first bandit. There we go. The Sparrows. Alright, now we're set. We're at about 30-something miles out. Doing almost Mach 1. Burner is... We're off burner. We're doing almost Mach 1, which is awesome. So we're just going to try to keep this radar contact in front of us, and then when we get closer, we'll go ahead and light him up and get a solid pulse lock on him to get ready to fire. We're going fast enough, we don't got to worry about hitting the blower. That's about 25 miles. Alright, we're going to lock him up when he gets to about 20 miles there, which should be about where that bar is. Here we go.
Locking bandit. Left 5, 20 miles. Good luck.
Nope, nope, stay off the blower. I don't want to get so hot. There should be 2 of them, so we'll try to kill one before we engage. That's the best we can do with our equipment. visual yet. Should be getting close to a shot though. Ooh. He's turning. Hopefully he's going defensive and not trying to fly right at me here. Oh, I see him. I got visual on both of them. We gotta lead him a little bit with this Sparrow. There's a good shoot cue. Fox 1. Looks like a good track.
We have a bandit, fullback, 12 o'clock, 6 miles.
That's a good track.
Damn it, he broke the lock.
Oh, shit.
Okay, back to normal scan. We have a bandit, fullback, 12 o'clock, 4 miles.
Fox 2. Nope, went for flares. Well, screwed now.
I'm picking up nails on the nose. And,
Oh, I can't believe he lost the lock right before the missile got there. Now we're in a bad spot. Because these are way more maneuverable than we are. We are faster, but they can stay inside of my turn quite easily. That's not going to hit. Oh, geez, there's the other one. Trying to sneak around to the back. I'm screwed. I should probably ditch out low and get out of here fast. I'm not going to be able to get a good angle on these guys.
6 o'clock high, 6 o'clock high.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ditch out. Busting that radar lock kind of screwed us.
Get him off our back.
I know. We have to use our speed.
Shit, he's almost got us.
Doesn't almost have us yet, does he?
Back to standard scan.
Well, that was a bummer of an engagement. It would have been so much better if that Sparrow would have hit it. We had such a good track to lose the pulse. He must have, I wonder if he switched the pulse on the radar, which has a huge chance to break the lock. Jester does that in the Tomcat a lot, which means if I get close enough, I'll just drop the radar lock that Jester's holding, and I will just use my PAL lock to get a solid lock from the front seat on him. That way I don't got to worry about Jester rotating between high and medium pulse or something and breaking the lock. I think we got the range now. We need to ditch them now. We're going all kinds of fast. They can't keep up with us at all. But they were getting ready to get behind me, both of them, and start shooting me in the ass. We're going to peel to the right, but we're not. We're going to fake it right into this canyon.
How's our fuel state? Okay, sanitizing the sky again.
Maybe it'd be nice my AWACS can tell me if they broke off yet.
Overlord 1-1, Uzi 2, request bogey dope.
Yeah, they broke off.
Copy. I see a new bogey. Right 10, 24 miles, 23,000. Got it.
Alright, that's one of them.
No friend returns. Bogey is hostile.
That's definitely one of them. I'm gonna shoot this Sparrow. You better not drop that lock again.
Locking bandit. Right 5, 21 miles. Good lock.
Yeah, you said that last time. I don't see him. But he might be over here and just turning into us real hard. It's hard to tell off the radar. Yeah, he's turning. Fox 1. Alright, where's this missile going? I still don't see him. Nope, I see him now. He's flying away from us right now. Oh, that's gonna suck for him. This might kill him. Don't lose the lock. I don't see his buddy at all, though. That scares me a little bit. Hold the lock. He's trying to dodge it.
We've got a bandit. Full back. 12 o'clock. 5 miles.
Oh, yes. We got him. Okay.
I'll continue with the
Shit, what'd he say?
pattern.
5 o'clock? Did he say 5 o'clock?
Roger.
Crap, I need a bogey dope. I don't know where this other guy is. Because I can't see him, I assume he's behind me.
Overlord 1-1, Uzi 2, request bogey dope.
We have a bandit. Full back. 10 o'clock. 2 miles. No good deal, man.
There he is, there he is. Fox 2. Now that's a good Fox 2. Oh yeah, we got him.
The bandit is going down.
I cannot believe I survived that. I thought they were going to get me when I missed the first merge. Luckily we have all that speed. That saved our butt. You know what didn't save our butt? Jester back there losing locks like we're in a Tomcat. Hey, what's up, Vic? How are you doing this evening? I assume you're still at work.
Back to standard scan. Wilco.
Fun. Figured I'd do my warm-up in the Phantom today on air-to-air instead of air-to-ground. Although I need to reset up that ripple run and put the correct rack on the damn jet this time, but I'll do that later. So we fired 2 Sparrows, one of them hit. We fired 3 heaters, one of them hit. Could have been worse. Alright, let me do a little helicopter warm-up really quick. Let's go. Haven't been showing my hind much love lately.
Adjusting magnetic declination. Ready. Turning on weapons.
Gear up. Don't you have a hind, Vic? That should be something you fly more if you have it. I don't think I've ever seen you fly it. Hind's awesome. It's a beast. I know for a while I was just flying basically the hind and the black shark. When the Apache started getting super buggy a while back. It's only got a few weapons that are worth using, really. The tandems are going to be the most important weapon it's got, plus the 30 mil is a very, very, very effective 30 mil. Rockets are rockets. Although, the rockets in the Hind are better than, like, the US rockets in DCS, at least. It's almost like it was made by War Thunder. Well, you should feel comfortable before you move on, for sure. The more comfortable you are, the easier it is to move around between modules, so you definitely want that comfort factor. It's one of the main things I preach. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Weapons ready.
And get comfortable. Yeah, that's great. That makes me want to get a Chinook even more now, for sure. Just so I don't have to do multiple supply runs to get one point protected. That'll be super nice. Which the Chinook's on my list. It's high up on my list, so. Plus it's the last helicopter that I don't have, so I'm definitely going to get it fairly quickly. Alright, let's get rid of that reticle. Yeah, I mean, it literally doubled the effectiveness of your run, so that's going to feel really good, right? Plus, it's helpful so you don't feel like you're just running logistics all night long just to try to keep the war in your favor, which I've had to do a few times. I feel stuck sometimes. Too close for those secondaries. Did you get a lot done last night after I logged off? We gave him the double whammy. I kicked the crap out of him and then handed off to you, and you kept kicking the crap out of him, hopefully. I assume you did. Can you take? Did you see if you could get troops on there along with supplies, or I don't even know if they actually have troops on that server. Actually, I haven't even looked at it. Those two trucks look like they're still alive. That's not cool, man. Oh, is the SA5 back? I might have to do another crazy shot on that thing. That thing was a pain in my ass last night. If it's back up, I'm going for that thing right away. I don't want to deal with that for an hour. Increase the cyclic rate. See if we can burst down whatever's left. I don't know. I don't think there is anything left. do your thing. Oh, damn. Yeah, I killed everything. No high cyclic rate shots. Well, actually. No, they're all burned out. Let's go up to that other convoy. Although hitting a convoy with the cyclic rate turned way up is not going to work very well, but I don't care. It'll be fun. And then we'll get to work. We'll get logged into the North Pole, check out the Sinai War and see what it looks like. Keep going. It's not going to be all the trucks lined up in a convoy is not going to be very good when the cyclic rate turns way up, because it's going to go full auto. The recoil will be huge, and it's just going to put all the shots in a very small area. It's good when you're trying to hit something that's fairly armored. But if you want to rake your shots across an area, you want to turn the cyclic rate way down and thump it, like I did on that first pass. You can control it. The buck on it here is, see what I mean? Just the whole thing just bucks. All the shots hit right there though. And you go through ammo way fast when you turn the cyclic rate up. You'll blow through all your ammo pretty quick. That was not a good micro switch. That's not much better. Alright, we got it under control. Did I lose a... no, did I lose an augment? But no, they're on. That's what happens when you're rusty. I just haven't flown the Hind enough lately. I put it to the side so I can hone my Black Shark skills. They are totally different machines. Black Shark's like a friggin' alien aircraft compared to all other helicopters. That's a lot of 30 mil to hit a friggin' truck. Just shred it. Oh god, that hit. Alright, well, that's a good warm-up. Let's get out of here and we'll go check on the server and see how it's looking. No, Jack Mayhofer. It is DCS. It's an actual military flight sim. Alright, where is it? North Pole. Hey, there's people there. And Vic said that SA5 Gammon system that I took out last night has been repaired. So I'm going to definitely have to try to see what I can do about that right away. Just because that SA5 has got a huge range. So it's going to be firing these SAMs from all the way across on the coastline. Just shooting at any of our allied units as soon as they're in the air. Because it basically covers all of Egypt from its position. So we got to take that out. Another high altitude, high velocity harm shot, and hope I can get it right in the middle of them again. I just have to take out their radar for now, and then we can keep working on everything else. So, okay, here we go. Yeah, it looks like Vic took Abu Swar and Ismail Haya, which is good. And last night we took this. Oh, and he also got Cosina, so that's an airfield too. Let me. Oh, I don't even have to piggyback. I'm already piggybacked. All right. So what do they have? There's the SAM 5. I don't know what you're talking about, Vic. There's no track radar here. It's exactly the way I left it last night. They repaired the search radar, but the SAM 5 track radar is gone still, so this thing doesn't matter right now. We can leave that for now. I mean, we can go over there and destroy it so it never comes back. That might be a good idea. How far is that? We can probably go over here with like an A-10 and just shred everything. That might be a good mission so we never have to worry about that SA5 ever again. But then if I get jumped, that might be a problem. What do they have at Juliet? It's a SA-10 Grumble, so I'm not worried about that. We can fly around that. Yeah, we'll be fine right here. We'll take off from Cairo West and go straight for it. We'll kill them. Let's do it. Alright, Cairo West. We'll make the first mission righteous. Take out that damn SA-5 that was plaguing us. I mean, we took it out last night, but we just took out the track radar, so it's non-functional. But we can go ahead and finish it off so that they don't repair it. Alright, Cairo West. A-10C2. I guess we can just take some Mavericks and some 105s and the gun. And we'll go ahead and take a pod. ECM pod, so we can try to jam anything if we have to deal with anything like that. Hopefully we don't get jumped. But yeah, let's take 6Ds. And then let's take 105s. It's going to put us a little overweight. We'll just drop our fuel down a little bit. That's not that overweight. We'll be fine. We're definitely going to use the FedEx skin because we're delivering packages all the way across the desert. Alright, combat mix. That looks good. We're going to have to program a good waypoint in. Oh, is it nighttime? No, it's not nighttime. It just needs to finish loading in. It's probably early morning? Doesn't matter. Nighttime doesn't bother me. Alright, we want E-program, manual, turn the floods off, and turn the consoles on. We'll leave the anti-collisions on until we take off, and then we'll kill them. IFF. Alright, Yep, 4105s, 6 maps, perfect. Now let's get a GPS off of our map. We're gonna pull a GPS right off this site. Is that 2988 QFE? Yeah. Alright, let's come over here to our little trusty INS CDU. Lock my head tracking, go up to a custom waypoint, MSN 047, and we want decimal minutes, so 30, 46, 443. North, easterling, we want 0, and then 29, 21, 839. Boom, that's all she wrote. Alright. Grab our HUD. There's our MSN 047. So that is the SAM site. That little white cake right there is the SAM site. Alright, where are we? Oh, we just need to pull out. It's right there to the left, it looks like. Isn't that spiffy? Yeah, there's the runway right there. You see the red signs? That's the runway. Alright. Set up our Jehemics. Alright, good there. Get our tactical display up. And let's broadcast our speed through the data link. We're ready for mission. Flaps to half. Let's go ahead and start warming up the targeting pod, the laser. Oh, we don't gotta worry about that crap. And we don't need the gear lights. It's really not dark enough. I really don't even need the collisions. We'll be fine. If it does get dark, do I have my nods? I do have my nods. Okay. We'll zoom out and hook our AO on the TADs. Once we get up in the air and head that way, we're going to have a little bit of a flight, so we'll have time to do all that. We'll leave our jammer on air to air for now. When we get closer to the SAM 5, we'll go ahead and maybe switch it to SAM 1 just in case. Alright, here we go. Rotating at about 150 knots. Ooh, windy. Actually, it's probably not that windy, it's just the DCS thing. Rotating. Oh, that came right up for as heavy as we are. Gear up, we'll leave the flaps down until we get about 190 knots. Once we get up to about 200 and so, we'll start climbing. Alright. Flaps up. Alright, how many miles are we? 91 miles. What's up, Shark? Yeah, this is an A10 C2. So, A10 with all the INS upgrades and all the goodies. No penny pod on this one. And we are on a long distance mission to silence an SA-5 permanently. Which is why we're using our delivery skin. And we are definitely delivering some packages. A bunch of them. There ain't gonna be anything left of that site in November. Unless I get jumped and don't make it there. That's the biggest threat right now, is getting there without getting jumped. Hopefully I don't get jumped. Actually, can I call in an escort? Yes, I do. I can get an escort, so I should be good. I'll call in like a Hornet escort maybe, or Vipers. I hope it's Hornets with fuel, so they stay with me. This is a long flight. And last night on this war server, that SA-5 was giving us a little bit of hell. Near the end of the night, I did do a high altitude, high speed shot on it and took out the track radar. So now we're going to go finish the job before they repair it. So right now they don't have a track radar, so they can't shoot anything. Well, that Shilka can shoot, but that Shilka's not going to have a chance to shoot. That'll be one of my Maverick targets. Alright, let me see if I can get this thing trimmed out decently. Is my EAC armed? Yeah, we're armed. Yeah, if it was brown, we could call it UPS. We'll make a I'll make a brown one that's called UPS. Well, no, that wouldn't work though, right? Because it's a digital A10, so it would be a brown A10, but instead of UPS, it says USB, and it shows a USB drive with wheels on it in the colors of the. Oh no! What is going on? Oh, it booted me. Did North Pole crash? I think North Pole crashed. I don't think it booted me. I think the server crashed. Yeah, I don't even see it. Oh, it crashed. Oh, I don't even know if Santa's around right now. Yeah, I see him in Discord. I don't know if I should send him a message, though. I don't want to bug him. Oh, there he is, right there. I was getting ready to send you a message on... I was debating on sending you a message on Discord. I didn't want to bug you, but I think the whole server just crashed. Just blame Vic. It's Vic's fault. Vic did it. Fucking Vic. Every time. Hey, it's back. Let's give it a few more seconds, though. That is the best A10 skin ever made. Although, I really want Irish Fatty to make a Patriot, a black camo Patriot skin for the A10. He could use the turbo fans, the turbofan covers for the American flags, and put the "We the People" and the John Hancock on the wings, or on the vertical stabs. He makes the best liveries. Oh, this is an A model. So that's the penny pod right there. On the upgraded A10s, you won't see this anymore because it's got the full INS and the upgraded computer systems and stuff, so it doesn't need the penny pod anymore. It uses targeting pods and all that good shit. I wonder if it's because they just did that patch today. Every time they patch it, well, every time they make a patch in DCS, it always messes with private servers because all the stuff is not linked into the system. It's just normal. I'm assuming it's because they patched today and just something crashed. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's a good one too. I used to have a good RAF one that had it was like a, it's not those. There was like a cool, dirty camoed Australian one that had the kangaroo on it. I don't think I have it anymore because I don't see it. That's not it. That's the old World War II Dutch one. Yeah, I don't have that one anymore. Alright, server should be good and stable now. Let's get, whoops, wrong button. Your server just doesn't like me, Santa. That's what it is. Plus Vic did it. Oh, is he still working on it? Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have joined. Yeah, that doesn't give you much, does it? Core file access violation. Man, I would almost guess it's just something silly because they did a patch today. Well, we'll see if it keeps running. At least I wasn't halfway through the mission. We had just taken off. It even saved all my goodies. Yeah, you can always send them those numbers and they can reference it, but I don't really think they're gonna care. I would just chalk it up to the patch. It always unstables normal private servers every time they patch for a bit. I'm gonna have to grab a new GPS, aren't I? All right. All right, we need... Get that rose out of there. All right. We need a fresh GPS. Oh, did you just log in with a Vigan that was causing an issue, and then it popped right then? Usually it can keep running with something like that. So I did it. That's what you're saying. I didn't know that. Is it a texture file that's a little corrupt or something with DCS on the Vigan? That's never been fixed. It looks like it's about in the same spot, because it friggin' should be. Vigan! I love the Vigan, it's so cool. It's just... It's really good when you plan the mission out properly, and then it does it so well. So good at going in, striking a single target, and getting out. It's really good for that. Problem is, I don't think it's that great on much else, so I love the Vigan, but it's very niche because of that, in my opinion. Oops. Alright, did we kill all the lights? Yep, alright, we're good to go. I've never gotten super deep in the Vigan though, because I don't own it yet. Because of how niche it is, I've trialed it like twice, and I love it each time. But it'll be something I get later on. So I never got deep into like the anti-ship missiles. I know it really excels at that as well. I actually like the rocket runs. When you plan it out properly and get the QFE of the target and everything programmed in properly, it's so good at getting all those rockets just get right on target. It's great. Oh god. That's an interesting glare. It looks like the sun's going down, so we're going to be in full-on nighttime by the time we get there, I imagine. It's fine. Alright, flaps are at half, we're ready to go. And away we go. Ooh. Oh, I'm not broadcasting on the data link yet. That's fine. Rotating. Flaps coming up. We'll call in that escort after I get turned around here. We're not stable just yet. What is up with that? That seems like something wrong with the mirrors. That's not a glare, that's something else. That's weird. But we shouldn't get, hopefully we don't get in a dogfight situation anyway, so we're not going to really need the mirrors too much. Alright, other request escort. Let's go ahead and soy the TAD and broadcasting speed. Get trim. Alright, that's pretty trim. 88 miles. Nothing to do now but climb. But my trim just doesn't want to hold directly. Kind of normal. Alright. That's all warming up. Mavericks, we don't need to get them to warm up yet. We're friggin' 80 miles away. We don't want to burn out the seekers on the Mavericks before we get to use them. Which, I think that is actually programmed into DCS. It's just not so bad in DCS. Like, you have to leave them on for a while before they start deteriorating to where you can't get a contrast lock anymore. But that's the issue with Mavericks. If you turn them on way too early and you're just flying around with the seeker heads warmed up, heated up, and they're gonna slowly not be able to get a contrast lock anymore. The picture will start getting all blurry on the IR Mavericks. And I do believe that is in DCS, but it's not as pronounced. Because I think I flew around once in DCS and I just turned my Mavericks on thinking there was a target like right near the airfield, so I took off with them already ready to go. And then I just flew around for a while looking for targets of opportunity, and then I couldn't get a Maverick, one of my Mavericks to snap onto anything anymore. But they had been on for they had been up and warmed up for over 30 minutes. It might have been close to an hour. I don't remember exactly. All right, 80 miles, which we can get our targeting pod looking at that SA5 site right now, but I think at 80 miles we're not going to really get anything. I think at about 60 miles we can actually start picking out actual targets. Still won't be the best picture, but we'll be able to see stuff at 60 miles. We can always check. Targeting pod. Air to ground, soy, and slave it. 77 miles. Zoom in. There you go. That's what we can see. Of course, we can go ahead and turn on the FLIR. So we can see it. You can see like the little stuff sitting up right there. It's just really hard to tell exactly what everything is. We can see the SAMs, you can see the SA5s, you can see the search radar right there clear as day at 60 something miles. That's pretty good. It's not going to stabilize at 60 something miles, but get a 60 mile point track. Yeah, you can see it. Actually, why is it drifting that much? It shouldn't drift that much. Let's stand by it. Now it's holding. See, I don't know why it's sliding that much. It should still be stabilized to the waypoint. It wasn't snapping back to the waypoint. I haven't read the patch notes either. I don't really know what they changed. That's always good to know. I wonder if they fixed the friggin' Apache problems. I'm gonna X to doubt that one. Hey, that search radar is looking. Do we see it? Oh, we do. So you can see it spinning and moving right there, and there it is right there. I believe the TS is the SA5's search radar. Let me check though, just to make sure. Pretty sure it is though. It is a TS RWR return signature. Let's level off. We're at almost 12,000 feet. We're good. We'll latch. Alright, I believe I put the SAM information into my knee board in the A10C2, I think. I thought I did. I should have. Knee board's got all my maps. these are the waypoints for the mission. Yep, I did. I put my SAM stuff in here. Okay. So SA5 Gammon. SA5, yeah, TS. So TS, that's Tin Shield. That's the search radar right there, and that's what it is on my Lightning Pod. Max altitude, 130,000 feet that thing can shoot. And it can shoot a SAM at 130 miles, which is insane. But the SAMs on an SA5, it's a big-ass SAM, and it's also got 4 extra boosters on it. That's why it can go so far and so high. It is a lot of propellant. And that's why it was such a pain in the ass. It was shooting... We would take off over here, or over here, and that SA5 would start locking us up. Which is nuts. Alright. To the side of it, there should be a Shilka. There's the Shilka right there. So that's the first thing we need to shoot is that Shilka. Which we're not going to be able to get a point track on that. We're not even going to be able to ground stabilize yet, probably. Nope. What are we at? 60 miles. About 40 miles, we'll go ahead and turn on the Mavericks and let them start cooking. By then, we might get a good stabilization on the... Oh, there we go. Nope, never mind. It's still drifting. There's an inertial area track, and it's still sliding. But that is the Shilka. Those are the launchers, which don't matter because they don't have a track radar, so they can't shoot. I don't know what that little thing is right there, but it's going to get blown up too. So we'll put a Maverick on the Shilka, and then we'll put a Maverick on the Tin Shield radar, which will basically silence this site. And then we'll just drop 4 105s on the mound here, because there's all these launchers all around the mound. The 105s are big cluster munitions. They have seeking skeet heads on them, so... We'll drop one big-ass tube. These big ones right here are 105s, GPS wind-corrected cluster munition. They're safe clusters, so they don't leave any debris or explosives behind, so they're considered safe clusters. They'll open up and drop a whole bunch of parachutes down. Each parachute has a little tube on it. The little tube's got 4 skeets in it, and it'll spin up and fling those skeets out when it gets down to a low altitude. And each of those skeets has an IR tracker on it, so it's looking for infrared targets anywhere in the area, and when it sees one, it'll fire a armor-penetrating shape charge into it, blowing it up. Tanks, everything. They're amazing. And they work really, really good. They nerfed them in DCS a little bit, because they're so good, I would assume. But they nerfed all explosive and area effect, rocket damage. They nerfed all that, so... But in real life, the 105s are amazing. They're crazy. They were like, we don't want people to use cluster bombs anymore because they leave basically landmines everywhere. So it's like, oh, well, we're going to design something that doesn't do that. And as a matter of fact, it just kills all the bad guys really well. It doesn't leave anything behind. If there's no target, then all the skeets just pop, not leaving no munitions behind. .44 miles. Yep, 44 miles. Looks like we have good stabilization now. Yeah, we got ground stabilized now. I think I will ground stabilize somewhere between like 48 and 45 miles, something like that. Doesn't matter. Stabilized now, so we're going to go ahead and mark that GPS on that Shilka right there as our first Maverick shot. Almost 40 miles. We'll turn the Mavericks on and then start heating up. So far, nothing has even taken off to come jump me. I guess I didn't need to bring the Hornets along as an escort, but hey. Better to have them and not get jumped. Man, we can actually make some... Once this thing's completely dead, which I don't think we have to capture this. I think when I kill everything here, it's going to black it out. So, just like the missile factory. And then we can just get to work and start doing all this. There's one gecko here. Some main tanks, man pad, dishkas, no big deal. The gecko's the only thing that's dangerous. There's Tor gauntlets. Two Tor gauntlets and 2 Tunguskas. That's dangerous. 2 Tor gauntlets. I don't see any Tunguskas here though, so that'll be a little bit easier. And then there's one SA-10 Grumble sight, which I will just do a high altitude, high speed arm shot on that thing and at least knock the track radar out. Shouldn't be a problem. We can't finish the whole war though. We gotta save some stuff for Vic. God, look at that. That is, I want to find out what's doing that. Some kind of nighttime thing, or is it just because every now and then when you spawn a hot aircraft, something gets bugged? I guess we can set up our picture-in-picture for our Jehemics. Reset that speed. There we go. Now we can move our target around in our Jehemics. We'll have to rock the wings before we use our weapons. We've been flying latched for so long and the alignment's degraded for the weapons. The alignment on the aircraft's still fine. It's just GPS weaponry. The alignment will fade off when you're latched, when your autopilots are all on. I'm using the altitude hold, so I don't have to sit here with the controls the whole time. $27 miles. We're gonna unlatch. I see alignment degraded, and then you just rock the wings, and there you go. It's just because we were flying perfectly flat and straight for, I don't know, 20 miles. And we're gonna relatch. Maverick's got... Oh, Mavericks are ready to go right now. What's our altitude? Almost 12,000 feet. We can probably shoot a Maverick from maybe 9 miles at this altitude, maybe. A10, we're not moving very fast, so... Cuts the range on the Maverick down quite a bit when you're only doing, 270 knots. Master arm on. We'll do one and then the other. We'll try to rotate the racks. I probably didn't have to bring this many Mavericks. I didn't check and see how many targets there are. Although we can maybe come by and hit these two. No, I'll get shot at by the... I'll get shot at by the Grumble if I try to get in there and Maverick those Tor gauntlets. We'll just get our job done and then RTB. And then worry about everything else after that. But we're only going to need 2 Mavericks here. One on the Shilka and one on the tin shield. Alright, soiling the Maverick and slaving to the targeting pod. There we go. We're ready to shoot. Once we get a contrast lock. $16 miles, 15 miles, 7 more miles to go. Should just be 2 Maverick shots, and then we'll switch to 105s. Start marking GPS on the top of the SAM mound and just start letting them go. We'll just scatter them around the mound. There's 4 105s, so we'll just get them all done in one pass. Easy peasy. There we go, I can kind of see the Shilka now. Oh, the sun's coming up. It's not going down. Oh, I need to get rid of that. I don't want that. There we go. Actually, you know what? Leave it there. Alright, 10 miles to target. Let's go ahead and... Nope. Oh no. It's going to start hitting. Oh, it's going to be one. Oh, got it. We got it. Rifle. Alright, let's get that tin shield. Radar. Oop. I need to switch over to the other rack and turn the point track off on. Slaving. No, give me a good solid. No, come on, snap to it. Don't be that Maverick that nobody liked. Got it. Rifle. What's up, Vic? I am finishing off this SA5 site forever. We're going to be done with this SA5 site. We're not going to have to worry about it anymore. Boom! Shaka Shilka. Just waiting for that Maverick to hit. There we go. Got the tin shield. So there we go. The place is neutered, but I'm going to spread 105s down here and make sure everything's gone. That should black out the site, so nothing ever comes back here. Oh, those trucks are taking off. They're like, we're getting the hell out of here. There's an A10 over the top. I need some distance and we'll come back in. We'll bring these 4 Mavericks home. Maybe we'll see a target of opportunity on the way back and we'll hit it. Six miles. I need a little bit more distance. And we are still not being jumped. Perfect. Alright, 30 seconds to drop point. We're going to have to move our GPS and redesignate a speed and drop and move and drop and move and drop and blah 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 blah. You guys get the idea. When we're done, there's going to be 105 everywhere. 8 seconds. We'll go ahead and pickle the first one right on the zone. Gives us a little bit more, because we're... Pickle 1. Pickle 2.
Pull up, pull up.
Pickle 3. Pickle 4. Alright. I actually like that you can actually see the dash all lit up in there and stuff. You can actually see the stores. Look at that. You can actually see the stores in there the way they are right now. It's pretty cool. Alright. Getting set up so you guys can get a good show. Oh. Not yet. Waiting for the show to start. There we go. They're going off now. You can actually see the little parachutes coming down right here. So these are going to start getting lit up. Yep. Oh, there's one. Yep, we got it. We got it. That looks like all the launchers for sure. There might be a truck left, though. We'll wait until this thing's done going off. If there's a truck down there, we'll just gun it. I know those two Zill trucks that started driving away. I just don't know how far away they drove. I'm so close right now. I'm zoomed all the way out. And oh, there they are right there. There's the two Zills. So I'm going to mark the ground right here so I can see it in my HUD. And we are going in guns hot. No gun pack. We'll just raw it. Putting my GPS speed right there, so that's where that white cake is, so I know right where those trucks are. That be how you do that. Yep, trucks are still there. And now the white cake turns into our point. Now I can see those two trucks clear as day. Maybe I should have used the gun pack to stabilize the gun better, but we'll get it.
Pull up, pull up.
Oh, that definitely got it. Alright, stand by the targeting pod before we roll it. Is that everything? Oh man, there's something still there? Oh, one of the launchers survived the 105. That's crazy. That means there's one over here that's not burning, it's just smoking. We gotta find it. Is my gun still up? Gun up. Yep. What? My waypoint changed on me a little bit on accident. I must have bumped my DMS. Alright. We gotta just find it by hand here. By eyeball. God, everything looks like it's burning though. That's an issue. Nothing looks like it's just smoking. There. This one maybe? Is this one? Nope, that's not it. Oh, that was it. That was it. That was it. Yep, that was it. SA5 side is clear. Oh, it's neutral. You do have to capture it. Oh, I'm not doing that. I am not flying a helicopter 100 miles on across friggin' Kansas here. I did that. I've already done that once on this mission. I'm not doing that tonight. I am way too tired and sore right now to fly that much helicopter in a straight line. Not gonna happen. Vic, you've got a Chinook. You get over here and do that. I figured it was just gonna black it out. Alright, where are we, RTB? Let's go right back to Cairo. Yep, there we go. Cairo West. Oh, we're going to be flying right into the sun, too. That's going to be a fun RTB. That's weird. Map's acting a little funky. So we're bringing back 4 Mavericks, all of our Predator rockets, 720 rounds of ammo. That was pretty efficient, to be honest. Although I can't believe that one survived the 105s. That's nuts. Get our trim pretty close to good, and then we'll latch. Nothing left but the flight home. Uh-oh. Well, that's good. At least Salahaya, which Santa and his crew captured last night and fortified. That was a real pain in the butt, and they got that done. And it's holding now, but they had to fortify the crap out of it. What's up, THC? Yeah, I saw that one. I got a message about that one. When you shoot a Vicar with the Black Shark and it makes that friggin' huge lag, and it's been doing it for, I don't know, half a decade. Oh, I need to actually test that. I did get I haven't read the patch notes yet, but I got a message about that one because I was complaining about the lag. Probably every night I fly the Black Shark, because every time you shoot a Vicar, it would just it would slideshow for a second. I need to shoot a Vicar and see what happens. See how they fixed it, if it works perfectly now or what. I'm glad you said that. I completely forgot about that. Is my map gonna work now? Nope. Not really. We'll find out. I'll use after I take care of some SAMs. I'm sure. Oh god, you know what I'm so worried about? If we don't capture this, the enemy is gonna fly a friggin' MI8 in here and recapture it and spawn a new SAM. Oh, we're gonna have to actually. I'm not doing that tonight. Someone else will have to do that. I'm just not gonna do that tonight. This is my off night. I'm trying to recover. So we're not doing any 100-mile treks across the open desert in a helicopter tonight. There's a big bird. That must be the SA-10. Yeah, because there's the C2 antenna there too. We're looking for a BB, the big bird. Yep, right there. Big bird. There's the C2. There's the actual flap lid. That's the track radar. Big ass giant pole. So this is a big old searching radar. This one right here is the actual tracking radar. If you kill this radar right here, that's kind of shorter than the other one, but has that big ass dish right there. If you kill that, then none of these gigantic telephone pole SAMs can be fired anymore. There's the big bird right there. Oh man, this is all so close too. If you land a single high-speed harm right here, it's gonna wreck this site. It'll basically be. Whoa, that's a Tor Gauntlet. That's a Tor Gauntlet. So that can actually shoot down your harms. Not every time, but it can do it, and it will do it. There's another one. That's 2 Tor Gauntlets. There is a Shilka. Yeah, is that a Shilka? Yeah, that's a Shilka. That's not a Tunguska. Tunguska kind of looks like that Shilka right there, but instead of just having AAA guns, it's got rotary cannons and shore rads. So it's really good at shooting down your incoming. It'll even shoot down your JDAM bombs. If it sees them coming, it can track them and shoot them with its rotary guns and its shore rads. Tunguska suck. I mean, when you're against them. If they're on your side, they're great. Alright, I guess we can plan. So, the next target we need to kill is probably going to be Azquizikir. Seems to be where they're launching most of... Jesus, they're launching a lot of stuff from here. All they have is a Gecko. Once the Gecko's out of the way, we can get in here and assault it with... we'll do it with a Black Shark. That way we can see if it lags when we shoot Vicars. But we got to kill that Gecko first. Which means what I could do... That's number 40. As long as I've got my escort, let's go over here and let's hit that. Let's actually hit that. What is that? 40. Okay, waypoint 40. It should say AZZ. Yep. That's where we're headed. We're going to deviate our RTB and we're going to use our Mavericks to hit that site. Mainly because we're in an A10 and so we got tons of fuel. And we can actually kill a Gecko SAM with the Maverick, maybe. We're going to try. We're going to get up high to try to give us a little bit of range.
Engaging bandit at bullseye 261 for 170 at 2,700.
Get our targeting pod over there and find that Gecko before we get close. That doesn't look right, does it? Oh, duh. I'm looking at my wings. "92 miles. It's a little bit of a trek. We can just stand by that. We're way too far out. We'll keep climbing. Because if we can take out that Gecko, then as soon as we land with the A10, we can go ahead and immediately start assaulting that place. Which we're going to do from helicopter. That way we can capture it right away. That's a bit of a trek. I'm glad I got those Hornets with me now, though, because we're definitely going to probably have to fend off some shit. We're also going to try to veer south a little bit because I want to stay a little bit away from this SA-10 site that knows exactly where I am right now. That big bird is tracking me the whole time. So if I get within range of that flap lid, it's absolutely going to lock me up and start shooting telephone poles. And that is not a euphemism. Grumble SAMs are literally the size of a telephone pole. They're gigantic. They look like friggin' ICBMs. You don't want them flying at you is what I'm getting at. Oh, it's still early. It's almost midnight. I already feel like I need to take a dose because my legs are so shot right now. Had to do a bunch of stuff today that I normally wouldn't do on this day, so my body is just wrecked. Good thing is, though, my daughter won a trophy at a disc golf tournament. It was a cool-ass looking trophy, too. That's pretty cool. Little Nick's winning awards. Man, I've had to adjust the trim just a ton. It's like the wind is changing every few miles. Like drastically. Oh, we might actually have a problem with our Mavericks when we get there too. Hopefully not though, because we're going to have to get max range shot out of this thing because that Gecko is going to be mean. Actually, that Gecko just killed a Viper, it looks like. Actually, what is the range on that thing? SA-8 Gecko, almost 6 miles. So yeah, we've got the drop on him with a Maverick. As long as we can get a contrast lock at least 8 miles. I'll try to get 2 shots off on it just to make sure it dies, because that's really important to get rid of that thing. Everything else down there is not an issue. Oh, it was that Gecko, because here's the other Viper right here. Oh my god, look at all those Havocs and Hinds. Jesus, they're everywhere. Mi-28 is the Havoc. It's a Russian version of an Apache. And in DCS, they're pretty overtuned. pretty gnarly in DCS. Depending, some servers are even gnarlier, like Return to Pre-Contact, Caucasus. I think the Havocs that come out of Echo are extremely overtuned. They're like crazy ace level. They can like lock everybody on the map all at once and don't miss. 70 miles. We still got a ways to go. I mean, I'm anxious. I want more progress. I want this thing to be captured. Here goes our Viper coming in low and hot. You're gonna get yourself killed, buddy. That gecko's gonna smoke your ass. You're not even going fast. You still got 3 bags on the plane. You're gonna die. Now you're gonna speed up. The gecko's like right over here somewhere. There's the airfield. The gecko's right over here somewhere. So wait, watch for smoke. Assuming this Viper's gonna get smoked. Looking for smoke. Nope, it's not firing, so maybe the gecko is reloading. That might be it right there. I don't see any smoke. Oh wait, now I see something. He chaffed, I didn't see any flares. Who shot? I didn't see any shot. Must have been a jet. Enemy fulcrum, maybe? No, there's nothing that shot. He's chaffing because maybe something... Oh, there we go. There's a shot. That's a radar missile, R-27. Come on, Viper. You can do it. Dodge. Dodge. He dodged. If you can dodge an R-27, you can dodge a ball. Oh, you're toast. He might get one. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know what I'm talking. He might get both, but the odds were against him there. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That might hurt. Nope, it didn't hurt. Lucky bastard. The other guy didn't support him at all. That other Fulcrum left his wingman out to hang completely. He is gonna get them both. Yeah, that's an AIM-120. You can't dodge that from that distance. He's toast. Jeez. Poor Fulcrum. Thought his weak man had his back. He most certainly did not. Go Viper. As far as that gecko didn't shoot at him. Maybe that gecko really is reloading. I wonder, we can check the tubes probably. No, it's fully stocked. It's got all 6, oh, there we go. Shoot now. It is fully stocked now, so maybe it really was reloading. Ouch. Unfortunately, I called that. I really wish I hadn't, but shit happens. I don't know why he was flying so low and slow when the gecko's right there. He didn't have anything to attack it, so you might as well not get near it. Well, I guess we can... Let's go ahead and... Whoops. Let's go ahead and hook our... Hook our AO here. It looks like we're pretty clear now of the grumble. Yeah, we can go ahead and turn in now. What's our altitude? Almost 12,000 feet. Latched. See if we can see anything yet. Oh yeah. Alright, where is that gecko? I believe it was on the back side of that runway, right? So that might be it right there. I think that's what I thought it was. Yep, that's a Gecko. You can see the angled launcher rack. Oh, you can see the actual track radar on the top. So an SA-8 Gecko is a self-contained mobile SAM system. So it's got its own radar on the back. It doesn't need a track radar. It's got its own self-contained unit, which is why they're dangerous. All right, we got a marked SPI set broadcasting on data link. How many miles do we got? Oh, we're still 40 miles out. I'm gonna get my medicine ready. I might actually have to take this dose early. We'll leave it here to the side just for now. Breakdance? What do you mean? Like you're spinning? Having trouble controlling your anti-torque pedals? Is that a palm tree in the way? I hope... Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. It's far enough away. Well, you got to remember, right when you land, you need to reset your trim almost immediately, and make sure you neutralize your anti-torque pretty quick too. Because depending on the wind conditions, you might be using a lot of anti-torque, and your trim settings might have a lot of cyclic in there. So. Or if you come in kind of hard, you might rock a lot. With the Huey though on the skid, sometimes you're going to rock a little bit when you land, even if you got a nice smooth landing. A lot of times with the Huey, what I'll do is while I'm pulling out, when I'm unloading, so when I'm using a lot of back cyclic and pulling the cyclic pitch out, or the collective pitch out at the same time, so I don't gain altitude, but I'm slowing down. When I get near the end of that, when I start putting power back in and going back into hover flight, basically, I'll reset the trim on the way into that. Because at some point I'm going to be pulling the cyclic back hard enough while I'm slowing down and unloading torque that my stick is almost going to be neutral again. So when I'm to that point, I'll usually reset the trim and then, basically let go of the stick for a second so that it goes back to center when I hit the reset. And that helps with landing a little bit too, because you don't have all this extra cyclic. Because if you're still trimmed for flight, which means your force trim is really far forward, and then when you land, the tail of the helicopter is going to want to come up, because your cyclic is pushing the back of the helicopter forward so hard. So I'll usually reset my trim on the way to transitioning into hover flight from transitional flight. I'll find the most opportune time to reset the trim without, janking myself around or messing up my flight too much. Alright, we got the Maverick looking at the Gecko. We're going to get nose on here, give ourselves the best chance for a good clean shot. Oh, I didn't even look to see what other targets are in the area, but There's some tanks down here in the field. I'll see if I can find those after I get my 2 shots off on the Gecko. Gecko's the main problem. Looks like tanks should be over here somewhere. I actually think I see one right there, so we'll see. Oh, there they are right there. There you go. There's the tanks. So we'll get our Maverick shots off on the Gecko, and then we'll see if we can... Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are tanks right there. They're glowing a little too hot to be anything else. Alright, we just need range now. Is my escort still with me? Good, I might need them. God, look at all those friggin' helicopters. This place is just buzzing. Might be a nightmare trying to get in here to attack it once we clear the Gecko. How fast are we going? Yeah, 290. Gotcha. And gotcha. Alright, where's the other? Let's see if we can find these tanks. Oh, those are trees. Those aren't tanks. There we are. Alright, there we go. We're out of here. That should be a couple of pieces of armor, and that Gecko should be done. Oh, that Gecko's running. Look at that. You can't run from a Maverick, buddy. Unless you can get behind a building or something. Maverick's gonna get you. He's trying to dodge it. Oh, damn. He might actually succeed. That tree might block the Maverick. Alright, I got the T90 and I got a BTR. That's good. Oh! Did you see that Gecko explode? Alright, perfect run. We're out of here. Hey, and looks like my Hornets are getting in there and getting busy. Good. Shoot some friggin' helicopters down there. There's enough of them. Oh, here's Bilbus right here. We can land right here at Bilbus.
Warning, autopilot.
Yeah. Shut up. Stop talking to me, Betty. Daddy's working. Alright, standby targeting pod. Let's go ahead and switch to Bilbus. Right there. Alright, let's swoop on down. Three Havocs and a Hind in the area. That is so mean. If I try to get in there with a Black Shark right now, I mean, I might succeed, but there's a pretty good chance I'll get, smoked. So hopefully those Hornets get a little work done maybe and take out some... God, this place is busy. Alright, let's go to that far runway right there. Alright, see if I can get my trim set somewhat basic enough. Decent amount of wind pushing. Alright. We've been idle since we were up there. 200 knots. Alright, let's go ahead and go half flaps, bring the gear down. And full flaps. We're a little high, so we're just going to stay idle, and we'll trade a little altitude for...
Altitude.
We'll slow down pretty quick once we start leveling out our glide slope. It's going to be a little bit of a long landing because we're going in so fast. I need to slow down a little bit more. We want to get down to like at least 120 something here. Alright, we're on speed. There we go. Nice and smooth. Go ahead and open up the boards. Start slowing down. My escort troop has been destroyed. What killed him? Bunch of Havocs killed him, probably. Alright, let's just get out of the way. Alright, well that was a successful... God, you can tell the pain in my body is really high right now because my dysphagia starts kicking in really bad. So sorry if I'm messing up words. It's just my stupid dysphagia from all my crap. Alright, let's see, there's still 2 Hinds in the area, but... Didn't I kill this T-90 like 5 seconds ago? They must have I bet you there was a HIP out here somewhere that landed and reinforced it already. I'll guarantee you that's what happened. But at least it reinforced the T-90 and not a new Gecko, so that's fine. We probably don't have a budget. No, we don't have a budget, so we're just going to do this by ourselves. Let's do a Black Shark. From Bilbis. I need my 222 loadout right there. Do the Cobra. Cobra skin. Because it looks cool, and that's all you need. Tell me that Cobra skin doesn't look cool. We want low cyclic rate on the gun. We don't need the dust filter right now. We don't need external lights. We don't need the beacon. Don't need that. There's our target right there. We'll call it ASQ. We need supplies in case we actually survive and kill everything. I am really interested to see the lag when I fire the first Vicar. Hopefully these Hinds stay away from us. If the Hinds stay away, I can set up over here and I'll just kill everything. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Alright, brakes off. Here we go. And gear coming up. Stay away, Hines. Nobody wants your ketchup. Go ahead and start. We're gonna get some altitude. As long as I don't have any air threats in the air, I can get some altitude and get some good quality Vicker shots on here. I wonder if I can actually see those guys. Probably not because of the angle we're at right now. Gotta spot the runway first. Yeah, it's gonna be too hard to see until I get a little altitude and get a little bit of the lay of the land here. They are right in front of me, roughly. That's not a runway. That's too close. I think it's over there. Those are roads. Is that a runway? No, I think that's just trees. That's a big ass city though. I might be looking right there. It's actually not that far, is it? No, 9 miles. It's actually right in front of me. I'm looking too far away. I think it's right here. It's just hard to see. That's really hard to see, yeah. It should be right around here somewhere. I just don't see it. Yeah, Black Shark keeps trying to climb on me too. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's the runway. There's the runway. Alright, where are these things? Right off the side of the runway. Thought that's where I was looking. There's the runway. Let's go right off to the side of it. Open field. Alright, we gotta stop. We're gonna get way too close. Go ahead and get position here. Give ourselves ample time to find these chumps. If I keep cruising forward looking for them, I'm going to get too close and get shot. So we'll get stabilized. That actually looks pretty good. There's the fields to the left of the runway. Yeah, that's the runway. There we go. I see something. That's them. Laser on. Oh, that's actually, we can do that. We'll go manual.
He keeps kicking me in the deck.
I think we can get this shot.
Why does he keep kicking me in the deck?
What's up, Gremlin? Let's see if this lags now. They said they fixed the lag when you shoot a Vicar, so let's look right at the screen and fire a Vicar. Rifle? I didn't see any lag. Perfect. Look at that. They fixed the shit. How you doing, Gremlin? This is way outside of the normal range, but we went manual. We got altitude. It should hit.
Gotcha, bitch.
Kablooey. Rifle. Yep, no lag. Looks good. Delta, how's it going? Equalizer. Well, don't lose your mind. Aw, did that tank not die? That looks like a direct hit. Huh. That's 2 direct hits and they're not taking damage. That's not good sign. Oh, how's Mitch doing? What happened? There we go, that hit. Well, I really hope he pulls through. Did you just go in for head scratches and he was out of it? It's always the way it is, too, isn't it? Everything's fine, everything's good, then all of a sudden someone just starts acting really strange. The next thing you know, boom, something bad happens. Well, I will stop talking about it then, for sure. We'll just kind of hope everything works out for him. There they are. I don't know if it's going to thread that needle. I might have to get closer. No, it's going to thread it. I'm going to turn off all the holds here and fly manual for a minute. Oh, there's a cord and a dish gun, a man pad down in there somewhere. How many Vickers do I got left? 5? I don't want to waste these, but... Man, those buildings are blocking stuff, aren't they? I wonder if the guy's on the roof.
He keeps kicking me in the deck. Why does he keep kicking me in the deck?
Oh man, that thing is way deep in there too. Jeez, this is going to be a nightmare trying to find all this stuff. Let's turn the laser off so I don't burn up the laser. Let's stabilize there. Let's reposition ourselves. Gonna have to get all tactical and shit. That's all that's left, right? Oh, there's some fuel cans down there I gotta blow up eventually, it looks like, but we gotta kill that man pad. Okay, there's the smoke. So it's this building right here, and then the other one is just deep. I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to see this truck. I'll see if I can fly at him slowly. If I can get in range with the gun or something, I might be able to lob some 30 mil in there and arc it down onto that truck in the middle of the city without getting too close. This might actually give me a shot here on the man pad. Luckily, because it's Russian, you can just fire Vickers missiles even if you don't have a good solid lock on something. It'll just follow the laser. Oh, that's not good. I don't actually see the man pad. It should be right there, right? Yeah, it should be right there. Oh, here. Should be right here. Oh, there's the man pad. I see him. I see him. Laser on. We're going to shoot a missile at his feet. You don't need his feet. Actually, it's a tandem round, so he's not going to have anything left. He's going to be a friggin' goo. He's going to be cooked. Alright, man pad down. It also damaged the Dishkas, because the Dishka's right around the corner. Let me go ahead and fire another one right here. See if we can kind of splash damage this guy a little bit. He's in that alleyway there. Oh, he's on fire! That should have got him. Let's have a look. See. Yep. Okay. So there's just a cord here somewhere. So let's see if we can find this cord. There's some kind of church there. There's a big tree. Ah. You know what? You know what we're going to do? Let's go ahead and reset this, and let's get our rockets up. Let me slow down. So there's a big tree. Let me see if I can kind of spot about where it's at. It's just a Dishka in a truck. So it's somebody's friggin' old Toyota, Nissan pile of shit with a big ass gun bolted in the back of it. So we can totally smoke it if we can get rockets in the general area, which is what we're going to attempt to do here. So there's the smoke. There's the tree. Okay, so this tree right here, this one right here. So we're gonna get some rockets down in here. Maybe. We'll see what we can do. Oh boy. That was a little bit drastic of a dive. Did it get it? Yeah, got it. Awesome sauce. Alright, we need to find the 2 fuel barrels now. So there's one right in front of us. Whoa, why are my controls getting wacky? I need to reset my augments here in a second. I think it's that barrel. It's not a barrel, it's this tank right here, this big tank. Let me see if I can get some shots on it. Oh, yep, that's it. That's definitely it. Let me turn the cyclic rate up on the gun. We're gonna pound that last tank. I am so friggin' happy that they fixed the lag from Vicker shots on the Black Shark. That's always been a pain in the ass. Every time you shoot a Vicker, it would lag out your client. That is so nice they finally fixed that. Alright, here we go. See ya. Alright. Gun off. Let's unload the torque. We're gonna capture this place. I can't believe we just cleared that. We just cleared the whole place. That's awesome. We're gonna capture this shit now. Alright, start pushing some power back in. Get stabilized. Looking good. Gear coming down. Hello, AB on YouTube. Hope you enjoy the show over on YouTube. I'm sorry the screen's not as big over there on YouTube, but I can't afford to pay money to have my streaming software stream to both clients, or both, I can't stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time with the same size client, so unfortunately the big screen's on Twitch. But eventually I'll be able to stream at all the places at the same time with full screen eventually. Oh, did it lock up? Gotta love Twitch. I'm sure if I was sitting in a in a small pool, it would work better. Yeah, that's just their client, their player. There we go, nice and smooth. Okay, I really got to reset those augments. we are capturing. It happens to me on PC every now and then. If I'm watching a stream, it'll do it sometimes. We gotta refresh it. Alright, we gotta do some supply runs now so we don't lose this spot. This is gonna cut off all those stupid helicopters that were raiding everything around here. Alright, break off. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I don't need to. I was gonna say, I can grab supplies and bring them back, too, but everything else is already tiered up. So, yep, we just fly back to Bilbus. Alright, here coming up. On the move.
Get those supplies.
I don't need those supplies. We gotta go somewhere else to get supplies and bring them back here. Although I guess I could have ran supplies because you still get credits for your budget. I probably should have done that. That's my bad. I can't watch anything on my phone. I'm disabled. My disability phone that I have is just a pile of shit. It's barely a flip. It's not a flip phone, but it's close enough. My phone barely, it doesn't even, sometimes some people will send me text messages and then I'll get them all at once like 3 hours later. My phone's a pile of crap, but again, disabled, can't really get my own phone. Until I finally get my disability, I just have to do whatever I can. I really need a new disability phone, but I don't even know who to call to get it replaced anymore. Or if they even do that anymore. I mainly just use my phone for doctors and lawyers. I don't give out my number very much. People get a hold of me through Discord and email. Where's Bilbus? Right in front of us. I'll tell you what I need right now besides a new body. Gremlin, you need to live closer to me so you can bring me some of this awesome food you're always talking about cooking. You always come in here and be like, hey, I'm going to describe something I'm cooking that's amazing that you can't have. Man, you really can't see these runways until you're just on top of them sometimes. There it is right there. I see that one. I can see all the bunkers, the aircraft hangar bunkers. Right there. Yep, that's them. I did turn off my laser, right? Yeah, I did. Hey, there's one of our towers. We can shoot it with a missile. That'd be fun. I kind of want to shoot something more, just so I can watch it not lag. Every time you're using a Vicker and you're looking on your screen here to make sure you've got a good laser point in case because you know, it's just Vickers follow the laser, so you can, like if there's a tree in the way but you can kind of get a shot at it, you can like move your laser out here and shoot it and then kind of move it in. But when it lagged so bad every time you shot, it was always a problem. And it's been that problem for, God, years and years. So that's amazing that they just up and fixed it. Just need to turn manual off. How far out of the base can I land and still get supplies? Yeah, we'll just land right here in the infield. Let's go ahead and unloading torque. Time to chop some air. Alright, gear coming down. Well, that's the actual runway. That's not a taxiway, that is the runway. You don't want to land on the runway. Oh no, wait, that was a taxiway. Damn it, now I'm over the runway. We're just gonna land in the sand right here. Nice and smooth like a boss. Alright, let's grab fresh supplies. Loaded. We're going straight back up here to Askew. What is this? 2 frogfoots getting ready to take off. That's not good. They're probably going to strike right here. Well, I didn't read the notes, Snuggles, so I honestly don't know everything, but I can tell you that I did check one thing they fixed. The Vicker shots from the Black Shark no longer lag out the client. So when you fire a Vicker, you can just shoot it and you can see it and there's no lag. So that's awesome. But I don't know about the other stuff because I haven't read the notes. I was kind of busy right before, I was busy all day, and then I was busy right before I logged into stream too, so I just haven't done any of that. I was talking with my daughter for a while before getting on here, so I literally went from talking to her right into logging in, and just kind of forgot about the whole patch.
I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
But the Vicker fix is, it does work, it doesn't lag, and that's friggin' amazing. It's only been like 5 years, I think, since that started happening. That's an awesome fix.
I tried so
I probably could have rearmed, huh? Oh well. 2 Vickers, no rockets. I've still got all 4 of my Iglas. I've got a little bit of gun left. We'll rearm when we land here. just in case I get jumped. I'll have munitions. But we've got to resupply this place up to 3 because the enemy is definitely going to try to attack us here. Like, I think that's what they're getting ready to do right now is launch these frogfoots. Let's see what they're packing. Probably S-25s? No. Worse, they're all TV guided. Which means they're going to hit specific targets. Not good. I do have my Iglas, so we'll stay ready on the Igla. When they get close to me, I'll uncap my Iglas and shoot them down. Frogfoots have a shitload of flares, but if we can catch them when they're not flaring, then an Igla will absolutely can absolutely smack a Frogfoot. Might take 2 though. Frogfoots are beefy. It just depends on if they go to Coasina or Askew. If they come to Askew, we might get a shot. If they go to the other place, there's not a chance for us to get a shot off. Unless they come way outside of their orbit. Yeah, I'm on the only one on right now. Have I died? No, I haven't died yet. That's good. We might be able to see these guys pretty quick. They're not that far. They're loitering though. I wonder what they're doing. That's Askew right there. Which means on the other side of my frame is where those frogfoots are out here somewhere. Alright, let's go ahead and dip down here. Oh, we're gonna overspeed real quick though. We're gonna have to unload a little bit. I don't see no frogs yet. Oh, here they come. Low and slow. I need to land really quick and drop off these supplies in case they are coming here. Because that'll spawn maybe a shore rat or something that'll help. And then I need to get back up in the air really quick with my Iglas. I'm really surprised I can't see them though. Well, they might be in my frame still. We'll side slide here a little bit so we can keep our eyes out. I still don't see them though. Alright. No need to do any fancy maneuvers. We can't see them. Let's just land and let's drop off these supplies and spawn some more reinforcements, and then we'll see where we're at. We need one more supply run though. Alright, gear coming down. We can probably just land on the runway. Alright, dropping off supplies. Oops. Parent menu, logistics, unload. Boom. What do we... Oh, they're not coming here. They're going to Abu Sawar. That's actually not good. But don't we have... Oh, we got some Nissams, don't we? Yeah, we got a hawk. They're gonna die. Those frogs are gonna get toasted. Let's see if we can get up though and maybe even... Gear coming up. Let's see if we can just go that way just to help support them maybe. Still can't see them.
Get those supplies.
Gear up. Yep, gears up. Oh, that's too far away. I'm just gonna head back. That's too far. I like the funk when you're flying a helicopter. Helicopters are kind of funky to fly, so music's fitting. Getting that helicopter groove. Why is that hawk not shooting yet? Oh wow, you're letting him get way too close. That hawk should have smoked him out immediately. From like a few more miles out. But... Ah. Our hawk operators over there need to get fired. They let those frogs get way too close. They're close enough for the... They're almost close enough for the shore rats. I mean, they killed one of them so far, but they're letting them get way too close. That frog could have got a shot off. Uh-oh, that frog didn't dive into the ground. He's gonna die. Toast! We got lucky there. Those frogs were in range. They could have got a shot off. Oops. I was a little off. I was too worried about what the frogs were doing. There it is. So that's a big airfield. I should be able to see that. $9 degrees. Should be fine. Oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock. I definitely need to take my medicine now. But look how much farther I made it. I was thinking about taking it like an hour and a half early because my body's hurting so much tonight, and I was able to just put it off to the side and not take it. That's good, but I'm definitely taking it now. I can barely breathe right now. A lot of pressure. Okay. Ugh. Not the most exciting stuff, I know, but Unfortunately, when you're doing dynamic war like this, sometimes you got to make sure the supplies get moved around and you fortify your stuff, or else all the work you do to capture something just gets uncaptured. We don't want that. We've already dealt with that. I mean, we've been working on this map for weeks. Look how big this thing is. We started off way up here, so we've just cleared everything. A lot of work. Oops, I forgot to hold in my augments. We'll do that now. There we go. Alright, pushing. They're both right. No, that is the taxiway. Never mind, that is the taxiway. Alright, gear coming down. Piece of cake. Alright, parking brake on. We're gonna go ahead and rearm and reload here while we're grabbing new supplies this time. How much fuel do we got? Oh, we got tons of fuel. We're in a friggin' helicopter. Fly around all day. Ground crew, there we go. Rearm refuel. Do I got my radio turned on? Ground crew, there we go. Comm up. Yep, comm's up. Ground crew selected. Fuel, gun ammo, flares. Reload all my goodies.
Request refueling. Request refueling.
Copy, there we go. Alright, we're good. I will be right back. Oh.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. Like we used to.
Alright, better. I believe tonight I'm gonna have to take a big old fat vitamin pack when I eat food here when I'm done streaming. Hopefully tomorrow I'll recover quick. Alright, we reloaded. Let's see, 12 Vickers. Yep, 40 rockets. We're all loaded back up. Alright, one more supply run. And we'll have ASQ fully upgraded. What did we get, by the way? So we got a C-Ram and an Avenger. So hopefully we'll get, I don't know. We'll probably get a Roland or two maybe with the final tier. I don't think it's going to give us a Nassams or anything. Alright. Reset the augments. Sure we're good. Yep, we are good. Here we go. Break off. And holding down our dampeners. Here we go. Gear coming up. A little bit of a drastic turn for just taking off, but eh. It's my second rodeo, so I'll be okay. Alright, there's ASQ on the map. Love how now we just have all these black, because we've just been running supplies after we captured it. So there's just a bunch of black lines going back and forth, because every time we fly, the nav system is charting our flight path each time. So time we're done, it's just going to be a bar. Although this is the last one, and then we'll take a look at the map and see. We'll probably do a SEAD run. I'm not going to be able to fly a whole lot longer tonight, so I think I'm going to try to just knock down some radars, because Vic or Santo or who knows, other people that come in later, maybe they'll have a little less SAM problems to deal with. Maybe I'll get a couple of harm shots on those Tor gauntlets, and possibly if I can hit the SA-10 flap-lid track radar, that'll ease their suffering quite a bit. They can get a lot of work done with the Grumble down. And we still got the entire enemy Navy out there. We got an entire enemy Navy out there to deal with still. Oh, we're getting ready to overspeed. A little bit too much velocity. Oh, no wonder. Jesus, I was pulling like... Forgot to unload. We were still pulling 13 degrees collective pitch. That's a lot. Surprised I wasn't flapping. If I would have done any maneuvering, I would have flapped. Either rotor to rotor or mast. Although I've never purposely tried to do that. I don't know if it's actually programmed into DCS. I would assume it is, but I don't know that for sure because I've never attempted to try to force it. I don't know why someone would want to do that, but I guess just to know. I just assumed it's programmed in. There we go. We slowed down enough. We're good. Such a good map. Alright, where's the airfield? Zoom our scale in here a bit. Okay. Off the left. Oh, there it is. start unloading the torque, slowing down. Paddle all of our augments off while we're coming into land. Alright, landing gear coming out. Oh, is there a wall right there? Make sure we stay up a little high. Actually, we're not taking off again, so we can just land in an actual landing spot maybe. I know where one is. I really don't know where one is. I'm not... most of these airfields are really new to me. I just got Sinai mapped recently, so I haven't used all these airfields a bunch. I guess let's just land in the sand over here, out of everybody's way. Piece of cake. Alright, unloading, and let's see what we get. Max tier. Upgraded 3 of 3. Oh, and we're claiming credits. Boom. More credits for the team. And, oh, I was right. It gave us a Roland and 2 Gepards and an Avenger. So the Roland and the Gepards is actually pretty good weaponry. They're not gonna like shoot everything down instantly, but I mean they're pretty good. I figured if they put a Nassams in here, it's too much, because then you're gonna have your defenses are gonna be too good. And the enemy's not gonna have a chance. All right, so we're gonna take off. I guess we'll do Cairo West, because we're gonna head up here and we're gonna start scouting some radars. So there's 2 Tor gauntlets that need to go away. And we also need to see if we can take out the flap lid radar right here. And if we do take that out with a couple of high velocity harms, splash damage is probably going to damage the other stuff as well. Which means if a repair vehicle comes over here, it might just repair like the search radar and not give them a new track radar, is the hope. As much devastation as we can put on that Sam Juliet. So we're going to do that. We're going to do it with a Viper, because we want the Elant pod to get the best shot we got. Alright, Cairo West. Viper. And where's my harm loadout? Right there. Put a bag on it, because we're going to get up high. Whip out the Irish Fatty. Uh-oh. I guess I'll fit. It doesn't look like you can fit out, right? It really doesn't look like you can. But you can. Using the Irish Fatty Patriot skin. It's the best. Alright, semi, get rid of all the external lights, turn that off because it doesn't exist, cheek stations are on, HUD symbology is on, 2988, right? Yep, 2988 set, fuel, central bag. Alright, let's see if we can get this done for the team. Man, that's spooky. Alright, it cleared. Where am I, by the way? It's not gonna be some crazy... Oh, man. Some crazy taxiing. right left to the runway. I really wish the hot start dynamic spawn would stop putting you in places that are far away from runways. Like, they need to program an algorithm into the dynamic spawn, because I don't think they have one at all, that cycles through available starting parking spots, starting nearest to the one-way and working backwards. But I don't think they have any kind of algorithm like that at all. I don't think they use stuff like that, to be honest, in Eagle Dynamics. For things like parking spots and stuff, I mean. They're all about, I think everything basically just goes to flight model and stuff like that. Alright, so we hang a left. Is it a left? Yeah, it's a left. Although, we could have probably just taken off right there and used the blower. I guess I should have done that, but we're alright. A little extra taxi time, no biggie, although I'm probably overspeeding the taxi there. I'm surprised they're not yelling at me. Here we go. We'll just take the runway right here. We don't need much runway even when we're heavy in the Viper. She is a bullet. You're basically just sitting in the front of a missile. We'll do a blower takeoff. We'll get up to about 80 knots. We'll hit the blower and we'll be rotating right away. So, mill power. Turn off the nose wheel. 80 knots, hit the blower. Now we are standing on the friggin' rudder and rotating. There we go. Gear coming up. Let's get a little bit of speed. Get a little bit of speed and then we'll unrestrict up to the perch. We want about 25,000 feet. Then we'll get the bag, get rid of the bag at the top of the perch. There's 500 knots. Here we go. Clearing 15,000 feet. Looks like the cloud layer is about 20,000 feet today. Just cleared 20. Start slowly leveling off. Still got fuel in the bag, so we can get up higher. We'll hold 15 degrees. Finish off that bag. We need to get ready to get rid of that bag. Master arm on. Bag selected. Alright, we're almost at 30,000, so we're going to level off now. There's 29,000 feet. Bag is just about empty. We're good enough. So we're going to kick the bag out. Off blower. Let's get fenced in. Alright, power up our harms. Go to the ELAT pod. And let's fence in our air-to-air. Alright. Get a rough heading here. Actually, let's see if we can get a harm shot on that SA-10 first. Not seeing anything on the ELANT pod right now. They've probably got all their radars off for a sec. We'll see what happens when we turn in. Am I getting anything on the data link? Shit, data link is just blank, like there's nothing going on. Here we go. Okay, so there's the CS and the BB. That is the Grumble. That's the SA-10. So what we're going to do is we're going to lock onto that CS, the C2 antenna right here, and we're going to start triangulating the position of everything around it. So the ELANT pod now has a lock on it, but it's got a PGM of 5, so it's a rough estimate, kind of. So now we're going to offset to the right of it. You see that BB just switched position. That's because right now it's gathering radiation intelligence off of all that stuff that's radiating. So it's going to move around a little bit as we are collecting information. And when the PGM gets down to a 2, we know right about where they are. So we're at a PGM of 3 now, so we're getting close to knowing where everything is. So that square right there is pretty close. Oh, lost lock for a second. Now, if he doesn't turn on the flap lid, we might just shoot a shot at the C2 because we know that C2 is really close to the track radar. So if we kill one, there's a good chance we'll kill the other. Okay, PGM of 2. So now that CS, that's right where it is, basically. We know where it is. Which means we should know where the Big Bird is now, too. Yeah, we've already got a PGM of 2 on the Big Bird. Which also means if they turn on the track radar, which will be right here somewhere, like right here, when they turn it on, we'll already have a good PGM because it's triangulated. So we're going to leave the CS locked for now, and we're going to start flying towards it, and we're hoping that they'll turn on the flap lid. But if they don't, we're just going to fire a couple of harms at the other radars because the splash damage should probably take care of the flap lid. We'll fire one shot at the C2 and one shot at the Big Bird. How far away are we? We're actually fairly close. I'm surprised that flap lid's not turned on yet because we're within range for them to start tracking us. Yeah, look how close they are now. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit the blower. We want Mach 1 for our high velocity harm shot. Oh, there it is. It turned on. I don't see it yet. It fired, but it hasn't turned on yet. That's interesting. So, Magnum 1. Magnum 2. Still hasn't turned. Why is it not showing it? Alright, here we go. We're defensive. It should have showed up. It turned on, but it didn't show up in my ELANT pod, which is not correct. We should have seen it. I don't know what's going on with that. So we got one shot on the Big Bird and one shot on the C2. That should be enough damage in explosive radial damage that it should probably take out that flap lid too. They're literally sitting right next to each other. Alright, as soon as we get down here near the ground... Oh, we already drove them down into the ground. Or maybe my... No, my harms haven't hit yet. They got a ways to go probably. Alright, we're leveled off. Let's see what our harms are looking like. Come out of orbit. I think that's them right there. Right here. We'll see if they have any. I think they had a torque gauntlet there. One or two of them, but these are coming in really fucking fast, so that torque gauntlet's probably not gotten a chance. There's a flap lid right there. The funny thing is, okay, that's hilarious. So the C2 was that really tall one, right? It was on the back side of the flap lid. The harm actually hit the flap lid because the flap lid was in the way, so they don't have a radar now. That did it. They're done. No more SA-10. So that's good. Yeah, look at that. All they have left is that C2, but it's all damaged too. So okay, we can just turn around now and see if we can hit Burma. Burma's got a couple of Tor gauntlets, so we're not going to get up high altitude because Tor gauntlets don't have that much range. They're not going to turn on their radar if I'm flying over them at 30,000 feet. So we're going to stay down around 12,000 feet. See if we can get a couple of harm shots on those gauntlets. That was a really successful SA-10 shot, though. That was real good. The track radar blocked for us, or blocked for their search radar. That didn't matter. Good job. I don't know what those Mirage 2000s were doing. All right. So there's those green ones used to be the SA-10 radar, so they're toast now. So we're going to offset to the right, and somewhere out here, we're looking for a couple of 15s to pop up. I think it was. Let's verify just to make sure. I think there was 2 gauntlets, right? Yeah, there's 1 gauntlet. There's 2. Yeah, there's 2 gauntlets. Okay. If we can kill those 2 gauntlets, then we're sitting pretty. The whole left side of the map can be assaulted then. But there is a chance they won't even turn those gauntlets on. We might not be able to get a shot on them. Oh, T2. Not worried about that. Come on, gauntlets. What am I at? Yeah, I'm at like right at 12,000 feet. Shoot me. Oh, I'm still a little ways away. It's not going to try to lock me this far away. We got a little ways to go. Let's go ahead and latch. Fuel that we got? We got plenty. We're good. I've gotten pretty good at preserving fuel. Okay, right now we're not in blower. We're not very high. We're still maintaining Mach 1, like right at Mach 1. Not burning all of our gas. Our Olean, our liquid dinosaur. Alright, come on guys, turn on. You know you want to shoot me. You know you want to shoot me. Is that a 15 below this? There's a 15. There. I was saying there's a 15 up. Why are they not up? There we go. Right in front of us. PGM of 2 because they're trying to shoot me right now. Magnum 1. Magnum 2. All right. Switching to Cat 1, and we are defensive.
Cat flare. Cat flare. Cat flare.
Oh, they're shooting them down. They shot down one of them. Come on, hit. Boom! Alright, so we lost. They shot down one of our harms and the other one hit. That's the only problem with Tor gauntlets. They're a pain like that. They can shoot down your harms. But we got one of them. Not bad. Silenced the entire Grumble site and took out 1 Tor gauntlet. I guess we can land on that runway right there, huh? Where is it? Did I already pass it? Oh, it's just farther over. It's kind of a... Actually, let's go to a major airfield. That airfield's tiny. I'll have to, like, pull off to the side. That's not too bad. I hate those runways where the entry is right in the middle, so you gotta drive all the way down the runway to the end and then turn around to take off. We'll just go to Cairo West. How goes the war? Kicking some butt. I captured ASQ and upgraded it up to Tier 3. I took out Sam, the SA-5 site completely. It's now blue. And I just took out one of the Tor gauntlets at Burma, and I took out the entire Grumble radar system. So the SA-10s are silent right now. So the field is wide open. You can see there's just 4 points left, and they're all pretty... There's just a few SAMs left. They're just Tor gauntlets left. I think there might be a Tunguska here and there, but most of it's dead now. I'm not going to be able to stay on, though, to keep working on it tonight.
Altitude.
My body is shot.
Altitude.
But I got a lot of work done in a short time. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Yeah, I got a lot done. The shooting Vickers from the Black Shark, that bug is fixed. Where every time you'd shoot a Vicker with the Black Shark, it would lag out really bad. That actually they did really fix it. I shot a bunch of Vickers, never saw a bit of stutter. That used to be a real problem for half a decade. I don't know about the rest of the patch. I didn't read the notes. I'll go into it tomorrow. Hopefully I feel a lot better tomorrow. Which runway do we want to use? We'll just come in on the first runway there. Oh. Boards out. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let's use that runway. We'll just go right into long final. Alright, gear coming down. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that, gang. Alright, we are on speed. Out of time, though. There we go. On speed and on time. A little bit of wind, but nothing too drastic this time. Probably because we're kind of north to south. I thought that was a pole sticking up for a minute there. We want to get a good aero brake. Last landing of the night. Come in nice and soft. Keep that nose up like a boss. And that's all she's going to give us. That's not bad, though. That was a good aero brake. Boom. I didn't spend any points either. I did everything with logistics, Vic. So you might have a little bit of a budget to play with tonight, but probably not much. When I logged in, the budget was basically gone. I earned a few hundred credits maybe, or 1,000 maybe. We'll see. What's the budget look like? It's almost 1,000 credits now, so there's a little bit of credits to work with if you have to add some extra air defenses somewhere, but there's not a bunch. Well, I'm not going to blast any budget. You can have all the budget tonight. I just ran a bunch of supplies after I captured ASQ. I just grabbed the black shark and just ran back and forth. Map looks good though. Yeah, we're getting near the end. Besides all those boats. Eventually we're going to have to start doing boat runs out of... God, where is the best place to take off for boat runs, actually? 80 miles? We could probably launch out of Burma, really, I guess. Burma's fairly big, right? With a taxiway all the way down the side-ish. Yeah, we'll probably do it out of Burma once we have Burma. How many miles is that? 70. It's almost the same, really. Oh, did we ever go up there and see if secret tech is fixed? It's not going to be fixed. We'll just leave it. Doesn't matter. Literally, we could take off from either the aircraft carrier or Palmahim or Tel Naf, even Ben Gurion, really, in Israel, and we can launch harpoons at the boats fairly quickly, because we can launch a harpoon from 80 miles. So yeah, right on the coastline is like 80 miles, so it wouldn't be hard to get harpoons off, but I don't think harpoons are going to do very good. I'm thinking we're going to have to use broaches and J-dams for a lot of these because of the destroyers. Those destroyers will chew up harpoons like nothing. Unfortunately. To be fair. Oh god, there's a flogger up in the air. You should kill that, Vic. That's easy. That's an easy kill. Old big 23 flogger. Those are called target practice. Al Mansura has got 2 Tor gauntlets and 2 Tunguska, so that's probably the hardest target left on the map for you. Burma's just got 1 Tor gauntlet left. I've thinned everything else out there. Artillery Factory's got like what? 1 Gecko and 1 gauntlet? Or is there... Yeah, that's a man-pat. 2 gauntlets and a Gecko at the Artillery Factory. Yeah, you might actually be able to just clean this place up while I'm gone. Might just be boats left by the time I get back here tomorrow. Alright, I am logging off this server though. Alright, let me bring up my Twitch and see who's flying right now, and I'll raid you guys over to someone flying if there is somebody. There are some people flying, but I don't know any of them, so we're just going to randomly throw you over to somebody that's easy to spell their name. How about that? Wursel 5. That'll work. Alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry it's not the longest stream, but my body doesn't let me stream for a long time every night, unfortunately. And I had a busy day. We're going to raid you over to Wursel 5. Thanks for hanging out again. Thanks for the follows, likes, subs, and all that good stuff. I'll be back tonight as normal. I don't know how long the stream will be, just however long my body lets me, like normal. Oops, that's not the way you spell raid. It's a pain in the ass trying to reach for my keyboard with all this HOTES shit in the way when I'm flying. I hope that's an L. I'm going to spell it that way and see if it works. Alright, rating Wursel 5. Yep, it went through, so that's him. Tell them hi for me. I'm not going to stick around. I'm just going to raid you guys over and bug out so I can start resting and chilling. And I will see everybody later.